Hey, what's up, everybody? Hope you guys are doing well. I know I have not been as live and present lately, but a lot is going on. A lot of great things are happening, so I've been doing a lot of work, and I still have a ton of work to do today, but you know how that goes. The work never ends. So, hoping everybody is doing well. Hello. All right, so let's jump into this now. I'm talking about the power of cleaning your house. So what does that mean? That can mean a lot of things. Your physical house, absolutely. There's a lot of power in cleansing and clearing your physical space, cleaning out closets, cleaning out cabinets, drawers, reorganizing things is a very, very powerful process, especially when you are calling in new energy. But when I'm talking about cleaning your house, I'm talking about cleaning the foundation, okay? And we went into real depth on this last night. Hey, Jada, how you doing? We went into real depth last night in the first new set point ritual. We went really deep into clearing the foundation. Why this is so necessary? Because when you're manifesting, right? It's easy to manifest, first and foremost. It's not a hard thing to do. Hey, William, it's not hard to manifest anything. It really isn't. That is a myth. It's very easy to manifest. However, the level at which you're manifesting, how quick things come to you, the level at which you're able to maintain your manifestations, that tends to be the problem for most people. Okay, they're like, man, I manifested this one time, but then I wasn't able to manifest it again, or I manifested it and then it all fell apart. Okay, some people do have a problem manifesting something because in their minds that it's so big, right? It's a big thing, but in the mind of God, goddess, there is no time, no space. There is no big or small. It just is what it is. We as humans we quantify things. So when we're quantifying, if that quantity is so big and so ginormous, then what happens is the program that's in us that says, oh my God, that's too big. I don't deserve it. I can't do that. I don't have enough. I don't know enough, right? My name isn't big enough. Okay. I don't have a big enough following. All of these things become conflicts in our home. That's the dirt that needs to be cleaned. Okay. That's the dirt that needs to be removed from your home, from your house. That's cleaning house. Okay. So when you hear that term, oh, I need to clean house, it's not just about getting rid of people or things in your life that are taking up space. Because a lot of people, that term, I need to clean house is, oh, it's time for me to get rid of this person. It's time for me to delete this person off my Facebook friends list, or it's time for me to get out of this job, or it's time for me to get out of this relationship. Yeah, those things play a really big role too, and that is a part of cleaning house. But who's to say that you're not, once you get rid of that person, that you're not going to attract the same energy in a different face or a different situation? Different name, same shit. Okay? The way you start manifesting more accurately at a faster level, at a higher level, okay? And I'm using the term higher because we do quantify things as human beings, all right? But the way we start manifesting at a higher level, more accurately, more consistently, is by doing the real house cleaning. Okay. And y'all hear me talk about it all the time, which is going back to the point of origin. And a lot of people are afraid to go to the point of origin, or they go to the point of origin and they're like, I don't know what to do now. I've identified the dark hole and the corner where all this dust and dirt is, but now what the hell do I do with that? Right. So a lot of people get stuck at that point. They get stuck at, I know where it is. I know where it comes from, but I don't know what to do with that shit now. Okay. So my suggestion is to sit with with the self, okay? Sit with your higher self. And you ask that question of what needs to happen in order for me to move through this particular situation in my life. What needs to happen for me to reach this particular goal? Who do I need to work with? What do I need to do? What process do I need to go through? What tools can I use? What book do I need to read? What class do I need to take? Okay? These are the things that we have to do when we understand, looking at our physical life, that which we desire isn't really showing up as physical evidence in the real world, in the natural world for us. This is an indication that you may not be in alignment with that thing, and that's okay. There's nothing wrong with not being in alignment with it. In fact, not being in alignment, having the evidence that is not there yet, gives you the indication that it's time to go in and check in with self and find out, why don't I have it yet? And not asking that question from a place of lack. You're just asking that question for informational purposes. Okay? Why don't I have that yet? Sometimes it's just timing. And I say this all the time. Sometimes it's just timing. Everybody has a season, right? And everybody has a time when it's just time for everything that you've been building and manifesting and dreaming about and thinking about. It's just a time where all of it just starts flowing in, right? Sometimes it's just timing. But other times, I'm not in alignment with it. Why am I not in alignment with it? What can I do to get in alignment? Okay. And a lot of people want to go straight to the end. They don't want to go through the process that it takes. Okay. And I was one of those people that just wanted to go straight to the end. Like, look, give me this magic spell, the magic potion, the magic notion, whatever I need, the wand, whatever I need to just hurry up and get there. Right. But again, that is also timing, because your higher self, your spirit team, your ancestors are like, baby, if you had everything that you wanted right now, would you actually be able to keep it? Ask yourself that. If everything you wanted was to show up right now, would you have it 5 years from now? Would you have it 10 years from now? If the person that you wanted to manifest walked into your life right now, right this minute, would you be ready? Would you be ready to settle down? Would you be ready to have a baby? Would you be ready to build a life with them? Right? If you were to win the lottery tomorrow and you won $50 million, would you have $50 million 5 years from now, 10 years from now? Okay. If you were able to get the banging body that you've always wanted, right? 3 years later, would you still have the banging body? Would you be in alignment with the thing that you're calling forth long enough to keep it? Not just get it one time, but would you be able to keep it? Would you be able to cultivate it, nurture it, make it grow, sustain it, build it on a solid foundation? Manifesting is easy. You can manifest anything. That's not hard. Manifesting is not hard to do. We're manifesting every fucking second of the day, because that's what we're here to do. But a lot of people are manifesting things and they're not keeping them. It's not sustainable, because there is still that thing that's inside of them that's trying to sabotage it on some level. On some level, there's a thing inside of them that's sabotaging the thing that's coming in. So when we sabotage, we have to ask ourselves, why am I trying to mess this up right now? How come I have what I want and it's still not good enough? How come the thing that I want, I have it now, but I still feel empty. I still feel like there's something missing. It's that dirt pile in the corner that you never cleaned up inside of your house. It's the thing that you keep putting the couch in front of. I'm going to just hide this back here, child. It's the closet that's overflowing with stuff, right? It's the messy closet that you haven't organized yet, okay? This is what it means to go inside and see what is out of alignment. Where am I vibrating at? What is happening internally that can pull this stuff in, but as soon as it comes in, it goes right back out the door again. Right? It comes from something. It started from something. It started from a place. And usually where it comes from, guess where it was? All the way back in the beginning. We learned a program. We learned a way to deal with stress, to deal with trauma. We learned how to deal with it. So therefore, sometimes getting the $50 million can activate stress responders. I don't know how to manage money. I don't know what to do with this. I don't deserve all this money. What am I supposed to do with this? Other people who don't have this money. My family don't have this money. Now I got all of this money. How am I going to do this? Am I going to mess it up? Right? Am I going to spend it all too soon? I don't know what to do with this money. That's a program you learned somewhere down the line that having a lot of money brings more problems, and we hear it every day. More money, more problems. That's a fucking suggestion. That's a program. More money, more problems. How about we said, if we change that to more money, more solutions? The more money I attract, the more money I receive, the more blessings I attract, because I'm able to give blessings. I'm able to become a solution for someone else. I'm able to build things that offer blessings and solutions and beauty to the world. What if we changed that language? That's cleaning up your house. That's releasing old shit that does not serve the purpose and the plan and the wish and the dream that you hold in your heart space. Because you can hold it in your heart space. However, that undercurrent, that program, that subconscious paradigm is going to override the desire each and every time as long as it exists. Okay? And you have to learn how to blast through resistance, because that's all it is. I posted the other day, like the closer you're getting to fulfilling your purpose, the closer you're getting to manifesting your dreams and your desires and things like that, that's when the resistance gets higher and stronger. And this is the point at which most people back down and back away from it. And they're like, I don't know if I can do this. This keeps happening all the time. Why does this always happen to me? Every single time I go forward and I take 10 steps forward, something knocks me back 30 steps. Why is this always happening to me? It is your spirit trying to get you to open up your eyes and see the cycle, the pattern. Yes, that's the pattern. Now what do you want to do with it? How do you break the loop? How do you break the cycle? There's so many different ways to do it. I use hypnosis and magic. To me, it's Hypnosis is magic because it's the foundation of it is you getting your subconscious mind in the belief and the knowing that that thing is already done. You're pulling in all of the senses. You're pulling in the feeling, the smell, the taste, the experience. You're creating this whole scene and scenario in the mind. You won't even have to see it. Some of y'all are out there like, I can't see and imagine in my mind. You don't have to see it. Just feel it. Just feel that it is done. What would it be like for you to win $50 million? How would that make you feel? Would that make you feel joyful, happy, relieved? Would it give you a sense of freedom? Or would you feel like you're in a prison now? Because now you're scared that all your family members gonna come knocking at your door and asking for money. One is the magnet that will attract. The other one is you'll attract it, but you're going to get rid of it real fast because there is a vibration in there that says, I can't keep this because people are going to come take it away from me and I'm going to have to give it away. Because if they ask, I got to give it to them. I can't say no. Self-worth. Not standing in power. You can manifest. That ain't the problem. Can you keep what you manifest? And if you cannot, why? What's the story playing on a loop in your subconscious mind that tells you you don't deserve it, you can't keep it, people are always going to take it away from you? Who told you that? Where did that voice come from? When did that voice start? This is the stuff that I do my very, very best to teach my clients, people who take classes, people who do the rituals and stuff like that. This is what I'm trying to teach people. And there are ways for you to quickly flip that shit. Flip it over and over again. Flip it over and over again. Flip it over and over again. But you have to be in practice. You got to practice it over and over again because it doesn't happen overnight. People are looking for quick fixes and magic wands, baby. That ain't how you do it. Because a quick fix and a magic wand will bring forth what you ask for. But it's like chasing the dragon. It's like once you get that first hit, you got to keep hitting and hitting and hitting and hitting and hitting, and it turns into an addiction. What if the first time you hit, you just become the flow of it? Not in the flow, but you become the flow. What if you could just be the flow? Where it's consistent, it's always flowing in. Where you could just think about it and it just flows in. Where you could just sit down and strategize and write it out and it just happens the way that you wrote it down. What if you could just do that? And use your magic to amplify the energy, to direct the flow of it. So you can let it go and go over here and create something else. What if you could do that? What if you knew what to do with that undercurrent of doubt, fear, and worry? What if you knew how to shift it immediately? What if you knew how to conjure the vibration of joy from the root, from the sacral chakra? What if you knew how to override the program? These are the things that help us move into a space that we are manifesting what we want. We're keeping the thing that we want. We're not destroying it. We're not self-sabotaging it. Okay? We're not having to start over and over again, over and over again, and over and over again. Man, it was nice that I hit that 10 grand that month, but shit, this month I only hit 1,000. What happened? Nothing wrong with that. Look at that What happened? What was the difference between last month and this month? What was the shift? What took place? Not what happened in the outside world. Not, oh, I won the lottery last month and this month I didn't. Don't look at that. What shifted energetically for you? What shifted mentally for you? Was it the thought, oh, well, yeah, of course I made $10,000 last month because I won the lottery. Next month, I may not win the lottery next month, so I probably won't have this $10,000. Even if it's not a conscious thought, it's the undercurrent. It's what lives underneath. That's why it's called the subconscious, because it's underneath. And a lot of people are like, well, no, I didn't think that. I didn't think that. It's like, no, you didn't think about it consciously. But have you tapped into what's happening underneath the surface? How do you know when to tap in? When the evidence of your life presents itself and it doesn't look the way you want it to look. Or when it does look the way you want it to look. Okay, let me tap in and see what happened subconsciously where I was able to just manifest that, and it just kept coming and kept coming and kept coming and kept coming. And wow, it just doesn't stop. What have I done to shift that? What did I let go of? How did I up-level my vibration? Pay attention to things. This is why it's important to journal. And even if you don't like to write it down, keep a video recording. I probably got over 500 video voice notes in my phone and on my computer. Because when I can't write it down. And also on some phones, you can also do not just video record, but you can do text to speech. And it will record and write out everything that you're saying. So if you don't have time to write it out, when you get home or wherever, you can print it out and you can make a little folder, make a little notebook with all of the stuff that you are paying attention to in your notes, and you can organize it. Okay? You got to do what feels good to you. Everybody don't feel like journaling or writing, or everybody doesn't have the time to do that. But everybody got a smartphone. Everybody has a recorder on their phone. And if you don't, you can download it and put it on there. But you need to keep track of what's happening and how they're happening. Okay? How is it happening? What's happening? What's the time frame in which it's happening? What worked, what didn't work? People call them grimoires. Call it whatever the hell you want to. Just keep a log of it so you know to go back. Oh, shit, I remember when I dealt with this. Let me go see oh, that's what I did? Boom, I'm going to do that again. This is how you master your mind. Okay, this is self-mastery practices. It is not easy to do. I'm not even about to sit up here and be like, oh, it's so easy and it's so airy-fairy and fun. No, it's not. It ain't fun. Especially when you have to go in and look at parts of yourself that are holding you back from the very thing that you want. When you have to go look at that shit ain't cool. Because sometimes it's like, I don't want to change that though. Like, that protects me. That keeps me safe. Safe from what? What do you need protection from? These are the questions. If you don't take the time to sit with it because you're so busy, but you don't see the results that you are wanting to see, it's because you're not asking the right questions and you're not sitting still long enough to get the feedback that you need. Or you're not all the way surrendered to your higher self, to your oversoul. That's a lot of people's problem, is that they haven't surrendered. It's not you giving up your identity. It's not you giving up your personal power. It's you amplifying your personal power by surrendering to the highest part of yourself, the part of you that knows all, that can see way down the line, see everything that you can't see, has the answer to every question you could have ever had, okay? Can move you and navigate you more easily than you can do on your own. Can give you the straight shot instead of you throwing spaghetti up against the wall and seeing what sticks. And that's a way to do things too. There's nothing wrong with that either. But if that has been your pattern and your cycle and you're just tired of doing that, it's time to surrender. When you surrender to that part of yourself, what you are saying is, I can do this on my own. I can. But how much time do I want to spend doing this? Because I've been doing this on my own now for the past 25 years and it works, but it ain't really getting me the results that I want. So how do I surrender to that? I talk about tithing to yourself and Be Magic. If anybody has taken Be Magic or read the book, I talk about tithing to yourself. You hear about tithing in the church, right? Okay, you tithe to the church, you tithe into the minister or whoever else they call them in the church, whatever, child. I ain't been to church in God knows how long. So, I stopped going to traditional church when I was 12 and started going to a trans-denominational church in my 30s, okay? And that was great until I didn't need that anymore. And then I just started being my own church, okay? Started going to the church of my higher self, all right? And tapping into these different energies and deities and frequencies and realms where you get the real knowledge. And I'll never forget one day I was talking to my aunt, who is a minister, right? She's an ordained minister. And we were just having this conversation because she wanted to get an understanding of where I was. She kind of started getting the feeling and the notion that I'm not a Christian, right? And I hadn't been for a very long time. My family thought I was, but I was just like, I ain't no Christian, but I just ain't say nothing to them. I was just like, if y'all need to believe that that's what I am, go right ahead, y'all. I ain't gonna mess up your dream like that. But I am not, right? However, that was the introduction to my path, and I am forever grateful for it. I don't poo-poo on it. I don't have any problems with it. Heck, I look at the Bible like a damn grimoire, like a big ass spell book. In my opinion, that's how I use the Bible. That's how I use Psalms. That's how I use a lot of it. Because to me, it talks about how to use your body to heal and manifest and create. That's what it's about to me. Like, I don't read it. I don't take it literally. It's like a lot of allegory and metaphors and things like that. And when you start really reading it, it's about astrology. It's about astronomy. It's about biology and mysticism and using the earth to create things and make potions and oils and stuff like that. It's a big ass grimoire, in my opinion. And when you read it with a metaphysical eye, right, you're really able to transmute that energy and that information to make it work for you. So anyways, we were having this conversation and some of the questions she was asking me, I was giving her the answer. She was like, well, they say that in the Bible. So if you don't read the Bible like that, how do you know? I said, well, these are downloads that I get when I'm just sitting in meditation. The same way whoever wrote that Bible sat in meditation and got a download to write the scriptures, every single one of us can do the same thing. Because they ain't nothing but downloads. And it's been rewritten and rewritten and rewritten and rewritten. But those are downloads. Yeah, it was written by God, you, me, whoever that was that wrote it. But somebody had to connect with their higher self to pull in that information. If we're not connecting to the higher self, then you're not pulling in the truth. You're not pulling in that higher awareness. You're not pulling in the stuff that's really going to make a difference in your life. So whenever I'm working with myself or a client, especially when I'm using hypnosis, people think hypnosis is just for quitting smoking and just for, go past life regression. That sounds fun. It's deeper than that, baby. It's way deeper than that. And I talk about the different levels and the different depths of consciousness and states of trance. I talk about that in one of my classes. I think it's the hypnosis script writing class or whatever. I talk about the depths of trance and the levels of consciousness that you can hit when you sit still long enough, or when you are on a treadmill, or when you are, focusing on something long enough, okay? But these are the levels at which you're able to pull in information from the universal mind, from the collective consciousness, wherever that is. If you feel like it's above you, that's fine. If you feel like it comes from below, that's fine. However you draw in the information, that's between you and your spirit team. That's between you and your spiritual family, whatever your makeup is. Okay? Some people pull in that information from many different ways, in many different ways. People pull it in through the body. They pull it in through all kinds of stuff. But the body is used as the instrument through which you can do these things. But if you're not using the body, and your house isn't clean, you feel confused, you feel discombobulated, you feel overwhelmed, you feel lost, like you don't know what to do. You feel like you keep hitting the wall over and over again, over and over again, over and over again. Usually it is because you don't have a healing plan put in place. You don't have a strategy. Spirituality is not all over the place, airy fairy, la, 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 la. No, there is a strategy. There is organization that is needed when you are practicing your spirituality. You need to strategize. You need to sit down and plan. Okay, what are my tools? What tools do I have available to me right now in this moment? What tools do you have available to you right now that you can go in and clean your house with? What cleaning products do you have? What spiritual cleaning products do you have on hand right now to go in and clean your house with? Mine is the ability to sit still and self-reflect and ask the right questions. People miss that shit. You're not asking the right questions 9 times out of 10. You're not asking yourself the right questions. Then after I ask the right questions, I'm open and receptive. Usually I get the answer right then and there because it comes in audibly for me. It's a voice that I hear talking to me. And I ain't crazy. It's just how it comes in. It's a voice that comes in. Okay. Sometimes I just have to go stand in the ocean, and that's what I did earlier today. I just stood there, and it wasn't that I had a question. It was just it was just me confirming and grounding in that which I am manifesting. And I went and I stood in the ocean today. I listened to my personal hypnosis, and after that I just sat with it, and I went to the ocean and I grounded it into the ocean, into the mother, into the sand, up into the sun, into the air. I used all of the elements to ground that which I command into my life. But before that, I needed to clean house. You got to clean house first, right? Last night we cleaned house, didn't we? For those of you who were in the ritual last night, we cleaned house. And the next ritual next week, we break in the cycle. And the next ritual after that, in the third week, we're creating the new set point. And after that, those who have done all 3 rituals will now have a healing plan in place to get whatever the fuck they want. This is the strategy. This is it. And you have the power to change it up however you want to change it up. You ain't got to do it the way I tell you to do it. I'm just giving you a blueprint. That's it. I'm giving you a blueprint, but you are the magician. You are the goddess. You can be like, okay, I like how she did it, but I'm going to do this instead. I'm going to use this instead. I'm just giving you a blueprint because most people don't have one. Most people are like, I've been doing spell work and it's been working, but there's still this. How many phone calls do I get when I hear that? How many consultations do I hear when people are saying that? And it's okay. They are at a point where they understand, yeah, I can manifest and things are happening, but I just feel like something else is in the way. You ain't cleaned your house yet. You haven't cleaned your house. Hey, Doris. You haven't cleaned your house. You can't move in new furniture when you still got the old furniture in there. You got to clean. You have to get rid of the old furniture. I got a new couch. I couldn't get the new couch in here until I got the old one out. It's the same thing. If you want new energy to flow into your life, you got to get rid of the old energy that no longer serves. It served its purpose. It was there for you when you needed it. No energy is useless. All energy is useful. All of it is useful. Even the gunk and the muck and the dirty stuff that feels like, I don't need this anymore. Why is it still here? It's blocking me. Yeah, but at a certain point in your life, you needed it. You kind of needed it. If you didn't need it, you wouldn't have created it. Goddess, if you didn't need it, you would not have created it. You created it. We're manifesting all the time, whether you manifest in everything you want or whether you manifest in a lot of what you don't want, you are creating it. You are manifesting. Why don't you just learn how to do it with more intention? Why don't you just become the master of manifestation in your own life? Just become that. Stand in that. How do you do that? You have to have a healing plan in place. You need a blueprint. And you have the freedom to change up that blueprint however it suits you. You have the freedom to do that. But you do need a plan in place. Otherwise, it's going to be hit or miss with your manifestations. It's going to be hit or miss. And when we miss a lot, we miss a whole lot, that can create new wounds that we then have to go in and heal again. You know what I'm saying? So at a certain point, you're like, I'm tired of making these new wounds. I'm tired of creating a new wound of disappointment. I'm tired of creating a new wound of heartbreak. How many times I got to get my heart broken to learn the lesson that I need to learn? 9 times out of 10, it's not the people that are breaking your heart. It's the energy that is there to remind you that there is something that needs to be cleaned up in your house in order for you to not attract the same lesson over and over again. To clear out the resistance. There's something trying to emerge. That's what anxiety is. Do you know that? Anxiety is something that's trying to emerge. It's something inside of you that feels caged, that feels like it's in a prison and it wants to break out. So inside of the body, it's just like your heart is palpitating, your mind is going crazy, you're sweating, you feel dizzy and feel out of control. It's because there's something being ignored that wants to break free, that wants to come out, that wants to live free. It's trying to break free. That's all anxiety is. It's the anticipation of something. That's why it's called Anticipatory anxiety. I'm anticipating something to happen. I don't know what it is yet. And a lot of people just automatically tie anxiety to something bad. But usually, it's you anticipating that something is about to happen. That something isn't always bad. Yeah, something is about to happen. You're about to break free of the ties that bind you to mediocrity. And that shit is scary. You're about to go on the other side into the unknown where fear lives. That's what the fear is. The fear is, shit, if I leave all this behind, what's going to happen? I'm about to step into the unknown and I don't know what that's like. So there's this push-pull inside of you. There's a part of you that wants to go to the other side, that wants to go to the unknown, because it's like, the shit that I want, the desire that I have inside of me is over there. I know it is. It lives there. In the place that I can't see. It lives there. It lives in that darkness, in that void. And I got to go into that void to get it. That's fucking scary. Right? But it's also scary to stay here because this don't feel good either. This feels dark. This feels darker than that. But at least I know what I'm getting over here. But that thing inside of you that wants to experience what's on the other side of the unknown, where the desire lives, is bringing forth that energy of, we gotta go see what's over there. But no, I don't want to go over there. This is more comfortable over here, but it really isn't that comfortable. See, this is how your mind works. So you got to understand what is going on with your mind. What's happening in your house? Is your house full of chaos and dysfunction, fear, worry, doubt? What is your house built on? What's the foundation of your home? What is it built on? When was it built? What year was your house built in? What materials is it built out of? Right? And those of you who did the ritual last night, y'all already know. It's burning. The ritual is still burning. Burning beautifully. Burning the way that I intended it to burn. Y'all have a blueprint now. You could just use that over and over and over and over again. You got a blueprint. You can. It goes. Yeah, we focus on money. We focus on prosperity and wealth, but it can go across the board. You use it however you need to use it. You have a blueprint now. That's what I'm saying. And there were a lot of people who were interested in signing up for the ritual, but you didn't for whatever reason. I don't know why. And if it was for money, I'm like, it was only $66 for a very long time. I try to give deals and sales as much as I possibly can. But when I offered the free one, there was so many people that wanted the free one. But I was like, man, it was only $66 a couple of weeks ago. You could have just got it then. And it's not a problem that if you want it for free, but why do you need it for free? That's the question you want to ask yourself. If it's something that you know you need, if it's something that you know you can benefit from, what is keeping you from investing in yourself? Don't let it ever be money. You can manifest money. Believe me, you can manifest money. I am paying about $5,500, $6,000 a month. Not for my personal bills. This is marketing, promotion. This is a new coaching course that I'm in now that's helping me build up one little section of my business. But I understand I understand the result that I'm driving towards, right? I'm understanding that. And I have had to make some sacrifices. And that's okay. I'm okay with that. Because I understand that in order for me to get on the other side of what I want, that I have to go through to that unknown, right? Where the hell is $60,000 in just investing in my business going to come from? It's more than 60. It's more than that. It's closer to 70 grand for 1 year that I have to invest, that I am currently investing in myself, in my business. This has nothing to do with personal expenses. That's different. This is for business. And I could have easily said, no, I'm not doing that. Girl, I ain't going to do that. I'm going to just do it on my own, right? I've been doing it on my own. And I've gotten results. I've been doing it on my own, but I also have my magic, and I also have the tools that I use to assist me, which got me to the point where I can afford to invest $70,000 in my business, right? But I've been calling forth assistance, guidance, a blueprint that I didn't have on my own. So I have invested in the blueprint. That investment stands to make me over $500,000. Over $500,000. That investment stands to return to me. You understand what I'm saying? So $66, if you're letting $66 get in the way of you obtaining a blueprint to help you get on the other side of something, what else are you keeping away from you? What else are you pushing away from you? $66? $111? And I gave spots away. I gave away more than one spot yesterday. I went to certain people that I knew really needed it. And I gave away, I think I gave away like 4 spots altogether yesterday. You know what I'm saying? In order to shift and change the trajectory of your current circumstance, you are going to have to do things that you have never done before. You are going to have to put aside your fears. You're going to have to look deep within yourself. If there is something that you feel like, ooh, that's a lot of money, or I don't have it right now. What? Why? Hold up. No. That should never be a reason why you cannot do something. Money should never be an issue. How much that costs? All right, I'm about to manifest that. That's how I handle stuff. I don't always just have it sitting in my bank account or my credit card. I'd be like, how much is that? When do I need to have it by? Cool, I'll have it by then. And it just happens. It just happens all the time because it's not ever not there. It's always there. That's the easiest thing to manifest. Money is the easiest thing to manifest because it's so much of it always just hanging around. It's just always there, waiting. Money is waiting to help you. Money is waiting to work with you. Money is waiting to be used by you. It's waiting. That's the easy shit to manifest. That's easy. The difficult thing to manifest is letting go. That shit's hard. I ain't gonna lie. Letting go, manifesting the ability to let go. Oh, Lord of mercy, honey. That has been That has been a thorn in my backside. Letting go, because I'm a control freak. I'm a motherfucking control freak. But you know what control is? It's a byproduct of fear. That's what control is. It is a byproduct of fear. So I had to ask myself, what are you so afraid of? Why can't you let go of that? What you afraid of? What do you think is going to happen to you if you let go? Who's going to hurt you? What's going to hurt you if you let go? Those are the questions that I had to ask myself. Okay? That's some hard shit to manifest. But money, come on, y'all. Y'all can manifest money easily. Money is easy to manifest. The letting go, though, oh my goodness. Especially if you're a control freak. Especially if you are afraid of what could happen if you let go. If you are afraid of just truly surrendering and saying, you know what? Whatever happens, happens. And I know that wherever I land, it's going to be the best, most beneficial place for me. Whatever happens, it's going to be for my highest and best good. Even if it doesn't feel good in the moment, I know that wherever I end up, I'm going to get the best, biggest benefit from it, because it's going to help me go to the higher level. It's going to help me shed an extra weight that's been kind of weighing me down. Everything ain't going to feel good. But it is in the letting go that you feel lighter and freer, and you're able to just have the experience instead of trying to control the way it goes. Because when you try to control it and it doesn't go the way you want it to go because you swimming upstream instead of downstream and just going with the flow, that creates more disappointment. It creates a bigger wound, because now I had this high expectation and I was trying to make it go that way, but it wasn't supposed to go that way, and it didn't go that way. And instead of me just letting it go and letting it go the way it needs to go, I have now created yet another situation where here I am all banged up and bruised, pointing the finger. Letting go, cleaning up that house. Go through your house and just clean up some shit. Just throw some shit away. See how it feels. You know how when you clean your house, or in my case, when you get your house clean, I have been cleaning my closets. I've been cleaning out my linen closet, because I don't know why it gets so cluttered in there. I don't know how that happens. I'm like, I try to do this shit like every 3 months or every 6 months. Why is it like this? But anyway, when that happens, don't you feel lighter? Don't you feel freer? Doesn't the energy just flow better? Don't you feel more relaxed? Imagine what would happen if you clean your house in here, and here, and here. Not here, but here. Not there, but here. What would happen if you did that? How much lighter and freer would you feel? How easy would it be for you to let go? Something taught you to hold on and try to control things for dear life. Something in your past taught you, nah. Don't let that shit slide. Nah. Keep one eye open. Keep your eyebrows up. Keep that wall up. Resist. Something told you that. Who told you that? What put that information, what coded that into your cellular memory? Why is that an automatic response? Do you know that your programs are an automatic response? It is your automatic daily behavior. That's what your program is. Who programmed you that way? Who programmed you to be who you are today? To be how you are? Who programmed you? What programmed you? Because every time it's not always a who. Sometimes it's just a what. A situation that happened. Maybe it didn't happen directly to you. Maybe it happened to a family member or a friend. Maybe you saw that shit on the news. Maybe you saw it in a movie, right? Maybe you saw it in passing. It happened to somebody. And now that program is there as a reminder to protect, to control, to avoid, to hold on, to save. No, I have to save. I can't spend that. I can't spend that. I have to save. I don't have enough. I need to save. Do you know the more you release, the more comes back to you? When you ask your money, where would you like to go today? Here are all the choices. We can go here. We can go here. We can go here. Where do you want to go? And your money's like, go there. When you take your money to the place where she wants to go, and I say she because money is a she to me. When you take your money to the place where she wants to go, she's happy. It's like taking a woman shopping or wherever she like, whatever you as a woman like to do. Take her shopping. She's like, oh, yes, thank you. This is awesome. We get home. I'm going to cook you a big dinner. I'm going to, you know what I'm saying? Whatever the gift is, the reward is, right? But she comes back with gifts. She comes back with more, ready to do more, ready to give more, ready to offer more, ready to give you, let you use her again as a tool and send her back out to bring more. It's the same thing with anything else, not just with money. When you give your love freely and unconditionally, it will come back to you. It may not come from the person that you gave it to. It may not come from the situation or the dog or the cat that you gave it to. But maybe you'll receive it from somebody yelling out their car window, go ahead, queen, I see you. Yes, that's love from a person you don't even know, a perfect stranger. Maybe somebody will slide in your DM and just appreciate you and shower you with some words of encouragement and some words of praise that you don't even know. Or maybe it is somebody that you know. Maybe you will look up in the sky and you will see a beautiful message that would, you know how those planes write a message in the sky and you're just like, oh my God, yes, thank you. Maybe you'll just stand in the ocean and you will just hear the ocean whisper words of blessings upon you. That's how the love can show up. It shows up in so many different ways. Okay? When your house is clean, you are able to receive new energy, new messages, new insights and downloads. It's easy for you to let things go. It's easy for you to tap into what needs to happen now, what needs to happen next. Who do I need to connect with? You know, what tools, what resources, what people do I need to connect with right now in this moment to assist me in getting X, Y, Z, or to assist me in completing X, Y, and Z, or doing this project, or losing a few pounds, or whatever it is. This is how you connect, but you have to make sure that there is a clean line of communication. And a lot of people who have trouble connecting with their higher self, the path isn't clear. That's what you do open roads for. That's what you do an open road spell. So the path is clear. So not only the flow of money or the flow of opportunities can come, but the information that you need to help you get in alignment with the opportunity that can line you up with the thing that you're looking for, right? Or can line you up with the person that you need to help move you in that direction. But if your house isn't clean, you know what comes in? Second guessing, questioning yourself, doubting what spirit is telling you, procrastination, delaying, putting things off. That's that resistance, because spirit told you what to do. Spirit says, go over here and do this and do that. But the resistance can come in so many forms. It can come as confusion, second guessing, questioning yourself, looking up stuff too much, doing too much research, to the point where you take yourself out of the blessing. All right? It could come in the form of fatigue, being so, you get ready to start something and you get so sleepy and so tired that you just like, let me just take a nap and go to sleep. It could come in the form of distractions. Somebody calls you right before you about to get something started. Somebody call you and it's like, oh my God, I ain't talked to her in so long, I'm about to answer the phone. And you done spent 3 hours on the phone and you ain't got nothing done because you received the message, hey, do this, look this up, study this for a couple of hours. I'm gonna tell y'all a pro tip. Something that can help you break through procrastination. Easy. Turn everything off. Set a timer on your phone. Open up your laptop or crack open your book and say, I'm going to do this for 20 minutes. For 20 minutes, I'm going to look this up. For 20 minutes, I'm going to read this book. For 20 minutes, I'm going to sit in meditation. For 20 minutes, I'm going to go walk around the block. And I'm going to just wait until that alarm goes off. You can turn your phone on airplane mode so nobody can call you, or you won't receive any calls or text messages or disturbances or distractions. No Facebook notifications and none of that. Put it on airplane mode. Set your timer. Concentrate on that thing for the amount of time that you have set. And just roll with it until the alarm goes off. I guarantee you're going to find that you're probably going to be so engrossed in that activity that you're going to have to set the timer again. I promise you. If you do that every single time that you have a task that you know that you need to complete in order to get you to the next step or next level, just do it every single time. Turn on some nice music, like this kind of music, and my little waterfall helps me concentrate. When I know I've been doing a lot of writing, a ton of writing, okay? I don't always feel like doing it either. I'm pretty good at writing, but I don't like writing. I don't like doing it. I'm just being 100% honest with you. I don't really like doing it. But when I get started doing it, guess what happens? Them juices start flowing, them ideas start flying, and I'm like, damn, I'm good at this shit. Hell yeah. Next thing I know, 2 hours done gone past. My alarm done went off because I give myself 2 hours to write, to crank out whatever that thing is, right? To crank out those pages. And then I'm like, yo, this shit is, I'm going to go ahead and set it for another 2 hours because I get so amped up because I've given myself the space for the creativity to flow. So once I've opened up that doorway and I've allowed the creative energy to start blowing through, right? It's really hard to turn it off until I'm done. Then when I'm done, I'm like, whew, that was great. Like, now I'm about to go for a walk. I don't care if it's midnight. I will go for a walk. And just let that energy settle into my body. And just feel that sense of accomplishment, that boost of energy, that boost of clarity. Like, you was a bad motherfucker. You just killed that. And every time I need to do it, I know I have a strategy. I have a plan. I have a blueprint. I know what to do now. You know what I'm saying? It's not hard. You have to just sit. I am not telling you guys anything that's super woo-woo, magical. It's no secret. It's none of that. If you sit with yourself and call forth the highest, purest form of you, the one that knows all, and ask for the strategy, ask for the tool, Sometimes you do need help. You need outside help for somebody to help you plan. Like, I needed to pay these people this money to help me create, because I needed their blueprint. They did the blueprint already, right? I don't need to sit up here and try to figure the blueprint out when they holding my hand. They better hold my hand. They holding my hand step by step, step by step. Do this, now do this, now do this, now do this. They have a whole schedule printed out for me. This is due by then, this is due by then, this is due by then. As an entrepreneur, sometimes I need fire under my butt. I need deadlines, okay? Having a coach, having a mentor holds you accountable. That's why people use coaches and mentors. You don't, I mean, yeah, you do need one. I know I need a coach and a mentor because they can bring things to my awareness that I didn't think about because I'm so all the way in it, right? But honestly, if I was to just sit in meditation, it'd probably take me a while, but I would get to that point, right? But if they already got the blueprint, if they already have what I need, why am I going to reinvent the wheel? When what I'm trying to get, I want to have it now. You know what I'm saying? Let me invest in their blueprint. That's what you're doing when you're working with the coach, when you're working with the mentor, when you're working with the practitioner. When you need a new washer and dryer, do you try to build your own? No, you just go to the store and buy one. It's not even a thought in your mind. I need a new washer and dryer because I ain't about to hand wash these bad boys. I don't feel like going to the laundromat. I'm going to go buy a washer and dryer so I can accomplish the task and the goal at hand. Right? Okay. So, yeah, some vitamins can, but I'm a person that believes that with enough practice, you can do it yourself. You know what I'm saying? I know that some vitamins can absolutely help you stay focused, but I'm a firm believer in teaching people how to get there on their own, because it's going to be a time when we don't have access to anything. We don't have access to vitamins. We don't have access to electricity. We ain't going to have access to social media. When the grid goes down, we ain't going to have access to a lot of stuff. Water. So you're going to have to know how to be self-sufficient and self-sustaining within your own self. This is what I'm trying to teach people. It is your mind that is going to get you through these hard times that are coming. They are coming. It's not if, it's when. So don't rely too much on outside things. Learn how to figure out a plan for yourself. Even if that means you got to stock up on all of it, then go do that, whatever you need. But I'm just saying, at a certain point, you're going to have to come back to the self, right? Because it is here that's going to be the guidance. I'm all for tools. I'm all for supplements. I'm all for all of it. However, if you are constantly depending on something outside of you, you're never going to learn how to do it yourself. You're never going to learn how to boost your own energy. You're never going to learn how to say, okay, I don't have no water for days. How can you pull the water from the environment around you through energy, through concentration, through knowing and trust of your own freaking body? How can you do that? How can you produce it from within? Do you know how to do that? And if you don't, it's time to understand. It's time to learn. It's time to sit still and ask that question. Do you know how to stop your blood from flowing? Do you know how to stop your blood if you have a wound? Do you know how to stop your blood from flowing? Do you know how to slow your heart rate down? Do you know how to hold your breath for a minute if you needed to swim in water to get from one place to another? Do you know how to do it? These are the self-sustaining survival techniques and tools that we need to be getting tapped into and tuned into. This starts from the mind, mental agility. Don't get too caught up on don't get too caught up on outside tools, y'all. I'm telling you. Use them, but also fine tune and elevate your own body. Your body is freaking magical. Your body and your mind is the magic. Tap into it. Understand it. If you need to read a book on it, read a book on it, child. I don't know what you got to do, but do something with it. You know, build it up. Build it up. Because we're entering a time where somebody could just, it's so many, every country has the ability to shut down another country's electrical grid. It's just a matter of, do I want to press this button now or not? And it will throw our entire world into a tizzy. Not if, when. Get prepared. Understand these things. Can you survive it with what you got? That's what real magicians do. Real magicians use what they got. At some point, you will be all that you have. Will you be ready? Will you be prepared? Do you know how to conjure from here and here and here? Can you do it from your feet, from your hands? Do you know how to do that? Have you practiced? You know what I mean? Those of us that are apprentices, we better know how to do that. Otherwise, our mentor will be quite disappointed. But you better know how to do it. Okay? All right, I've been on here for over an hour. I got to get off because I got to pull myself into that space. This child, I got to write. I got to write. Hey, Nicole. Hey, y'all. Hey, Julia. Hi, Kurt. Hey, everybody. Hey, Sabrina. So, all right, y'all. I hope that you guys have gotten something out of this. There's 2 more rituals left in the new set point income booster ritual that's happening. The second one is happening on the 22nd. The third one is happening on the 29th. The first one is available. So if you missed the first one and you want to go ahead, it's been recorded. Everything is in the classroom. So all you got to do once you pay, you click on part 1. The new set point, clearing the foundation, part 1, and you have instant access to the video, the audio. There's some PDF files in there as well. And then you can purchase the other 2. You can purchase all 3 as a bundle, or you can just, purchase as you go. They'll be there. They're going to be in there. They're not going anywhere. I'm not taking it down. So if you can't do it right now, manifest the money and then go back and buy it and listen to it. Okay. So that's happening. Be Magic will be launching, in the next month. Okay, the new cycle of Be Magic is happening. There's going to be some additions to Be Magic. It's going to be some some changes. In Be Magic. So that's what I've been working on, that as well as some other projects that are going to be coming soon. But if you have not checked out the Mind Magic Institute, go ahead and check it out. It is chock full of information. I will put the site here. If you have never had a session with me, you can get a free consultation. Book you a free consultation at Open Door Hypnosis. See if I'm gonna put it in here. .com. You just click on book a free consultation so we can chat and see how you might want to use hypnosis or some of the other services that I offer. Yesterday it ended. I had a sale going for $100 off. But if you're going to be at the expo, at the Crown of Excellence Expo in August. I will be there, and I'll be running some more specials and things like that on the services for those who will be attending that conference. So I'll be a vendor. I have a booth there, Open Door Hypnosis, so come by and see me. But yeah, so that is that, y'all. I love you so much. I hope that you got something out of this video. Please do share it, because I think there's some nuggets in here that a lot of people need to hear. But I'm going to sign off now, and I am probably, I'll probably be back on here a little bit more now that my, the bulk of the work that I was doing is done, or getting done, closer to being done. And so now I'll have more time to do lives and things like that, okay? I love y'all. Peace out.